So what does the future hold? It's an extremely good question asked by many friends. Today I'm going to go into some of the destinations around the world that I'm looking forward to experiencing with you in the future. Now I want to start this video off by mentioning that Disney World isn't going anywhere in reality and in my heart. Not going anywhere. I live close to it now. It's amazing. It's a local park for me, but that expands our opportunities to go and experience other destinations all around the planet. With that being said, I'm looking forward to sharing in a lot of different adventures all around in the future. And today I'm going to share a few of my thoughts about where these adventures may take us. Just my early thoughts. I have nothing planned yet. I have no idea of any timelines. These are early thoughts. First up, it's more Disney cruises. We have been on 6 Disney cruises and every single one of them has been absolutely magical. But I'm looking forward to expanding those experiences to the new ships and new itineraries. Whether that means a cruise to Alaska, the Panama Canal, transatlantic, even Hawaiian cruises I'm looking forward to in the future. Of course, Castaway Cay is in the Caribbean, and I love Castaway Cay and those Caribbean cruises. They're warm, they're super nice. So I'm not taking away those Caribbean cruises, but in the future, I'd love to experience other itineraries all around. Disneyland has been on my mind quite a bit in California. I've been thinking about it, especially with the opening of the Marvel area. We don't know when that will be at this point, but hopefully soon we'll be able to go and experience all of that. Again, I'm looking forward to making more frequent trips to Disneyland in California in the future. Now let's think around the world, and one spot in particular that has my attention for the future, don't know when, but Tokyo Disneyland Disney Sea has been on my mind. I have read a tremendous amount about Tokyo Disneyland Disney Sea, the 2-park system. They've got some rides that apparently just are unbelievable. You get a great feel to it. You also get immersed in the culture as well. You've got English and Japanese together, so it'd be really cool to experience it from the separate point of view. So I speak English, I don't speak any other languages besides a little bit of sign language, not that much. But I go and I get to experience this with a new culture. I feel like that would be really cool. On that same note, I'd love to see Disney's latest and greatest Disney park, Shanghai Disneyland. The largest castle in the world. I'm still surprised I've never made it out there before. I'm looking forward to it in the future. I really want to see it. There's one ride in particular that I've heard about, Pirates of the Caribbean, Shanghai Disneyland. I've heard that one is just blows the mind, just completely blows your mind when you see it. It makes you think, okay, we need to bring some of that to the classics, but then you want to keep the classics. I don't know. We'll get to it. We'll get to it one day, but that is on my list. I have a feeling when I experience Shanghai Disneyland, I'll try and experience Hong Kong Disneyland at the same time, kind of do them together, just so that I'll be able to kind of consolidate some of these trips, because making it all the way out to China is expensive flight, no doubt about it. On the other side of the world, Euro Disney, definitely on my mind. Want to experience it one day in the future, and I'm thinking about kind of incorporating that one with Adventures by Disney. I have heard a tremendous amount about Adventures by Disney, and I've heard nothing but positive reviews. This allows you to be taken off your feet by Disney and placed in a new environment. Be able to, go around in safety and comfort, knowing that, you know where you're gonna be the next night, where you're getting food, all these things, the guide is with you. To me, that is an adventure that I would love to experience at some point. I don't know when it's gonna happen. It's probably gonna be after some of those parks, but at some point I'd love to, and it'd probably be Europe or Mediterranean, somewhere in there, just to kind of start it. But then after that, I'd love to expand beyond that. They have Adventures by Disney all over. One thought that comes to my mind about Adventures by Disney, I said before I got on a Disney cruise, I didn't think the Disney cruise could compete with my love of the world. But Disney Cruise Line now directly competes with Walt Disney World for me, and it's great because I have Walt Disney World in my backyard, and now I can go on the cruise line and not take away from vacation time, which is great. But I wonder, is it possible that Adventures by Disney could have the same effect for the Disney Cruise Line? I didn't think it was possible with Disney Cruise Line, but maybe it is with Adventures by Disney. I'm not gonna hold anything out. I don't know. I simply don't know. If you do know, let me know in the comments. Love to hear from you. Getting back to Aulani in Oahu, Hawaii has been on my mind since we went, because that destination was, oh my gosh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. I really want to get back to Aulani. That one is high on my list of priorities just because I enjoyed it so much. I'm thinking about how I possibly could incorporate that with an overseas trip. Like you take the flight from Orlando all the way to Hawaii, maybe a stop on the way, something like that. And then you stay at Hawaii for, Aulani for a little while, then you go to maybe Tokyo Disneyland, Disney Sea. Not sure if that would be feasible, but it's an idea. And I do want to try the spa next time we're at Aulani together. I've heard it's unbelievable and I've never tried it before. Something we've got to try together, right? Now let's get into some of the specific things I'm looking forward to the future. And this brings us back to Walt Disney World. I have been to a lot of the Disney resorts. I've actually visited all of them, but there are some that I haven't stayed at since I was really young. The Contemporary, Grand Floridian, Old Key West, Saratoga Springs, the All-Stars. These are resorts that I haven't been to in years. 10 plus years, I think, since I've been to some of these resorts. So being able to stay there, I visit all the time, but being able to stay there is something that I'd really like to experience in the future. On the same note of rooms, let's switch over to staterooms on the Disney Cruise Line. We've tried inside, we've tried ocean view, we've tried several different veranda views. I'd love to be able to try concierge at some point in the future, if nothing else, to tell you all about it, because I know a lot of friends do have questions about concierge. I wanted to share that with you if possible in the future. That's a long distance plan in the future, but I also want to try more of the veranda views as well. There are several different styles and different deck plans all over that you can try. I want to try as many different room configurations as possible to share them all with you. Now, something else I would love to experience at Walt Disney World are some of those special tours, the behind the scenes tours. I have never experienced Keys to the Kingdom or Giants, the Giants tour at Animal Kingdom. There are a lot of different tours that I'd love to be able to experience at Walt Disney World in the future. These are plans for the future. I'm thinking about it. I won't be able to film any of it, but maybe I'll be able to tell you about it in the future. I think that'd be cool. In addition to that, I'd love to be able to try more of those specialty cruises around Disney World. So it's those small boat cruises like the pontoon boat with 10 people, 6 people, whatever it is. Those are a lot of fun. The fireworks cruises, also more of the dessert parties. There are some dessert parties I've never experienced before. There's even one with Cruella from Mickey's Not So Scary that I have never been to before. These are things I cannot wait to experience in the future. So much to look forward to. Those are a few of the things that I'm really looking forward to in the future. If you have any thoughts, any things that you would really like to see in the future, let me know in the comments below. We'll see how many other friends like your comment. Maybe they'll start making their way to the top there and they'll be able to see it and consider it for a future adventure. That'd be a lot of fun. Thank you so much for being a part of the magic with me today. Until next time, have a magical day.